Alrighty guys, we're back for some mono green ninjas, and this is an alchemy build, so we're going to go over the deck, then hop into some alchemy ranked. But first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. That being said, I think this is going to be a pretty aggressive deck. So what do we got here? We got 4 Blizzard Brawls, 4 Kami the Bamboo Groves, and 4 Tenacious Pups. Kami the Bamboo Groves being the new card here. It's a 1-drop 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. So that's pretty cool. Gives you a little bit of extra ramp. When it says put a land card, I believe that means it doesn't work with cards like the Valley here, because Mammoth counts as a creature, I think, not a land card. So what you could end up doing though is maybe play the Valley out tapped, then like on turn 2, right? And then play your Bamboo Groves and play like another forest or something. That's 100% possible there. So we have, yeah, I already said we had 4 Tenacious Pups. I just want to talk real quick about it. It's so powerful. Like, what on earth? Like, this card's pushed, man. It's so good. I love it. So we have 4 Antique Collectors here. Pretty important card in the deck. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. There are so many chump blockers that want to block everything. Eye Twitch, Shambling Ghast, tokens everywhere. The Oni Cult Anvil tokens, like all of that, right? Collector slips on by and lets us do our ninjutsu abilities, which is awesome. Second ability on the card too. Perpetually giving everything. When this creature dies, you may shuffle it into its owner's library if it's in your graveyard. If you do, investigate. So getting clues in a deck like this could be really valuable, as you'll find we do end up slamming a lot of land onto the board. A couple Tech-Wreckers, you know, takes out Meat Hook, takes out the Anvil, takes out runes. Like, Tech-Wrecker's pretty good. I couldn't warrant having 4 of them, but if you think it's necessary, go for it, man. Slip 4 of these in the deck because it has lots of targets to hit, right? We got 4 Werewolf Pack Leaders, just an amazing green card. Don't forget that second ability there. Being able to give trample to it is insane, and having that extra mana sink in this deck is really good. 4 Jukai Liberators. This card seems insane to me. 3-drop 3/3 ninjutsu for 2. When it deals combat damage to a player, choose land or non-land. Seek a permanent card of the chosen kind. Okay. I mean, yeah. This card's insane, bro. Like I said, unless I'm missing something here, this is probably the most powerful card in the deck. Just being able to get that damage through and just restock our hand with literally whatever we need is insane to me. Cool little combo here that might never happen is if a card dies with the collector's a perpetual ability on it and goes back into the deck, you could totally seek that back out with the Liberator potentially, right? Seek is a random card, so don't know how often that'll happen. But if you do seek it back into your hand, you know, it's got that perpetual on it, so it still has the collector's ability, so that's pretty cool. Couple Mammoths here. Drop that in the mana base, because for some reason, Mammoth always has to come down as a land. It's so rare for me to actually play Mammoth as a creature. It's kind of insane, but you never know. It's here, just in case. 4 Ulvenwald Oddities, an amazing green card, and transforming it is, it happens, man. It happens. 7 mana just happens nowadays for some reason. Ulvenwald is insane, though. The haste is what it's really in here for. And then 4 Spring-Leaf Avengers, a 6/5 ninjutsu for 4. You really don't want to cast it for 5 mana, but you totally could if you want, if it happens to come up, right? So ninjutsu for 4, you kind of want to surprise your opponent with this because 6 damage to the face is no joke. When it deals combat damage to a player, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So lots of ways the deck can just stay in it, stay consistent, get their cards back. Yeah, really cool. I did 2 test matches so far, and this deck's insane. The 2 test matches, 50% win rate, but that loss was close, and this deck is consistent, so I'm really excited to showcase it for you guys. What else in the deck should I go over here? We do have the 3 Faceless Haven, the Lair, the Hydra, and the Who Endures here. So our ninjutsu cards are the Tech-Wrecker, Liberator, and Spring-Leaf. Just good green cards, Blizzard Brawl, Pack Leader, Ulvenwald, and then cards we want to send back with the ninjutsu is the Kami the Bamboo Groves, Tenacious Pup, and the Collector, because they all have entered the battlefield abilities. So you can redo the enter the battlefield ability, especially Tenacious Pup, man. Because its ability is so good, giving trample counter, vigilance counter, +1/+1 counter, and you gain the life. So bouncing, like slipping this through ninjutsu, like the Liberator down, put the pup back in the hand, maybe grab a land off the Liberator. I don't know, slam the land down and drop the Tenacious Pup again. Could you imagine the value? All right, let's go ahead and take it into some ranked and see how it goes, guys. So something I've noticed while playing some Alchemy, oh, right into the first match, nice. But something I did notice is usually it takes a little bit longer to get into matches. It makes me wonder if there's just a lot less people actually playing Alchemy, and I can see why. You know, it's so expensive, and I don't know, do you guys play Alchemy? Like, I don't think I would play Alchemy if I wasn't making videos. With that being said, there's a lot of fun cards, though. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, I think this is a mulligan. This is a really slow hand. Ah, whatever. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Like, why not, I guess. It is a really slow hand, though. We're gonna get the Mammoth down here because, you know, if the first thing that we... Okay, Pup is pretty good. Yeah, if the first thing we can lay is an Ulvenwald, is what I was going to say. That being said, you can cast out the Liberator as a 3-drop too, but you don't really want to. Kami the Bamboo Groves. This is probably a Deadly Dispute, so this is probably a block, but we're going to try it anyways. Deadly Dispute. There it is. Okay. Getting their eye twitch value, and we are going to go... We're going to drop the Liberator here. It's a, you know, it's a 4/4 trample. 4/4 trample vigilance Liberator, so it's no joke. And it's a dead Liberator, apparently. Oh, Shamblyghast, okay. Whenever the opponent highlights it like that, I'm always anticipating, like, just straight up removal. But, okay, so that's pretty good. Seeing the land there is huge. So let's see what they end up blocking. We're not going to do the Ulvenwald yet. Nice. No, no, yes, 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 okay. The Jutsu. Tenacious Pup back to the hand. Woo! Big damage, big damage. Man, we had a slow hand too. Okay, so they're going for treasure. We're going to go non-land. We have the oddity already. We don't need 5. We want to just slam the oddity down for more surprise damage next turn. So Meat Hook for 4 is possible, but the Spring-Leaf Avenger completely evades it. So Blood on the Snow might be more likely to happen. And a Blood on the Snow would actually be pretty devastating. Oh, they go for the Painful Bond here. If they don't have something to deal with these creatures now, it is a GG for the opponent because we have 14 damage with the Ulvenwald. Okay, yeah, so they got the Eye Twitch, which can block the Spring Leaf here. Oh, dang. Now I wish I would have grabbed the land. That's something to consider, guys. That's something to consider. If we would have thought about top decking a Blizzard Brawl, yeah, that would have been insane. So if we would have seeked the land from the Liberator, yeah, wow. I don't know. I think it's the same concept here, though. Although we can still get 10 damage through and set up for an insane next turn. 11 damage through, my bad. So let's do this. Because if we get all this damage through and they're not prepared for the Ulvenwald Oddity, then... Okay, they go ahead and get the Pest Summoning here. We're gonna swing for the 11. And we're gonna... Oh, that's right, we get the Blizzard Brawl back too. So let's go land this time. Just in case, I don't know. Oh, Faceless Haven, that's huge. And we're gonna get the Antique Collector down. Now if they wipe our board... Oh, my bad, guys. This is return target permanent, so we don't get the Blizzard Brawl back. I'm over here getting way too greedy with it. Yeah, don't listen to me. Sometimes I get too excited and think my cards are way more powerful than they actually are. So Antique Collector is worth it there, because if they do something like Blood on the Snow... Okay, so check this out, right? What, they get their eye twitch back? We get some stuff here, which we're going to take action. Just slide all this back into the deck real quick. And we have the Ulvenwald. That's insane, man. That's insane. It's like I said, the test matches were similar. GG opponent. GG. Total deck win rate so far, 66%. Pretty spicy. Let's get into the next match. And if we get right into the next match, this might be another video where I don't edit the video, I guess, right? Like I said in the previous ones, I used to do that all the time, but then the game just got... like the waiting for server and then the waiting for the opponent, it just took so long for some reason. But recently, yeah, just right into the next matches, and it just doesn't seem worth cutting out those few seconds. And instead, we can go right through. It's like we're streaming it or something, you know what I mean? We'll see though. We'll see. Okay. So if we go Valley on turn 1, we have the Pack Leader on turn 2. It's an alright hand. I'll keep it. Like, not seeing our 1-drops 2 games in a row kind of sucks, but then we ended up drawing the 1-drops last game, so we'll see. Ooh. Might be able to save the Mammoth back. And we might actually get to play it as a 3-drop. That's fine, yeah. We'll get going. We'll try to set up for the Pack Leader next turn. Uh-oh. We have a mirror match, but something tells me they're not playing mono green ninjas. But you never know, right? You never know. So Mammoth, or if the Liberator gets through next turn, I don't see a reason not to get those extra draws off the Liberator. I think it's still Mammoth though. Just because I can finally play a Mammoth card instead of the Valley. Okay, so we have to anticipate the opponent having Blizzard Brawls. They don't have the Indestructible. They can't hit the Pack Leader yet. Tenacious Pup and into their own Pack Leader would be insane. No, even worse. Old Growth Troll. That is a card and a half. Luckily the Mammoth will get us there. This is really good. So Mammoth and then land and then Blizzard Brawl next turn does get the Troll. It does help them ramp a little bit, but we can't let the Troll just be over here, you know? We can't let it exist. It's too powerful. Hey, they have their own Mammoth. This is nice. We have a little tiny mirror match here. This is really cool. What's scary is for the synergy that I added to the deck with the ninjas, we did like technically get rid of some of the aggro, like the Old Growth Troll and like Ranger class and stuff is not in here. So taking out Mammoth could be good, but I think it's just Blizzard Brawl, kill the Troll, and then swing on in. And I think they might even block Mammoth into Pack Leader, which could be really good. Yeah, that could be really, really good. So they get a little bit of ramp here. So technically Snakeskin Veil could be open though. So we might just want to swing Mammoth, and they probably take the 6. If they do take the 6, we could get the Liberator down. I don't think we do though. See, if we swing both and just let them do their whole Snakeskin Veil this turn, see, we get that draw. So if they go Mammoth into Pack Leader, tap 2 Snakeskin Veil. No Snakeskin Veil. Is it Liberator for extra cards? Or extra damage? I think it's Liberator, extra cards, since we got the Tenacious Pup. That's convinced me. Because what ends up happening, so we can go non-land, extra cards for days, Tenacious Pup, and then if we recast the Mammoth, it's a bigger, better Mammoth that has Trample and Vigilance. That's insane, man. The lines of play here are really, really cool. I'm still terrified of mono green though. Like, just straight up mono green aggro could easily crush us, but we'll see. We'll see if synergy over aggro works out in our favor. So Ulvenwald is a threat. Especially since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're still 2 away. They didn't drop a land this turn. I don't know. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one, though. We can always play the Spring-Leaf Avenger for 5. It's important to remember. Okay, so they do have their own Blizzard Brawl. Didn't give Indestructible, so if they swing, we can block with Tenacious Pup. So yeah, that prevents them from swinging. That's huge. Anyways, it's important to note that this says creature, whenever you cast your next creature spell, which ninjutsu doesn't count as casting, as it says put this card onto the battlefield. It doesn't say cast this card for the ninjutsu cost, right? So if you ninjutsu this, you don't get the Tenacious Pup ability on it. That's just something to think about, right? So I do think we want... So we could have played the land after, especially if we had like a Blizzard Brawl. The opponent will now know that we don't have a Blizzard Brawl, probably. But it's fine, right? We're going to get all this down. The Death Touch on here is pretty important, I'd say. Yeah, having the 2 land, we can start to buff this Mammoth, and Vigilance Trample's no joke against a creature deck. Vigilance being like super underrated in most instances, right? Okay, they got their extra. Unnatural Growth! Oh, that's big. Oh, we block. For sure. We take 5 and the Death Touch gets it. Yeah, that was big for us. That was really big. Ooh, Tenacious Pup. It's definitely the Spring-Leaf Avenger here, though, first. So we're gonna go ahead. We could just, like, end up dying soon, though, but like I said, Vigilance, don't underestimate it, right? Ninjutsu. Tenacious Pup back to hand. Opponent's down to 6. And let's add the Pack Leader could be good. But I think it's the Tech-Wrecker because of the Death Touch here, which I don't think we... Do we play that or the Pups? I think it's the Pups. Because we know that they're not rocking like board wipes or something, and the 2 Pups can block 5 of trample damage from like another Ulvenwald. The other Ulvenwald comes down. They gotta say blockers here. Okay. They swing. We take the 8. Right? We take the 8, I think. I'm scared. Like, this is at the point of the match where we could easily make big mistakes, but So, drop this. Blizzard Brawl's a huge draw. Huge draw there. Give it to the Mammoth. Any extra trample. And then power up the Haven. That's just a GG opponent. GG, buddy. Insane. And we still have the Tech-Wrecker to bounce the pup back and pop their unnatural growth. I'm sorry, but hey, thank you for letting me play this out, man. I appreciate that. Good game. Good game. Wow. Wow, yeah. Now, one thing to note there, guys. Let me view Battlefield. They did miss a couple land drops, and not seeing another, like, snow-covered for the first Blizzard Brawl was pretty... I mean, it didn't do a whole lot in that scenario, but you never know if they were just holding on to another Blizzard Brawl or something. So, yeah, that's noteworthy. Tech-Wrecker, man. Like, don't underestimate this card, because, yeah, popping the unnatural growth, if it was a longer match, that could have meant a world of difference, right? Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Like I said, I couldn't like fit 4 Tech-Wreckers in, but yeah, if you want to add more, like say you don't have some of the other rare cards, you could totally slot more Tech-Wreckers in, especially if you're up against a lot of runes or a lot of the Oni Cult Anvil decks as well. Like that card's going to be huge against those decks. Okay, opponent goes first. This is the best hand of the evening, easily. Easily. Ooh, now we have a decision to make, though. Tenacious Pup or ramp with the Bamboo Groves right away. I think it's ramp with the Bamboo Groves. Because next turn we could go Pup into Antique Collector. Path to the World Tree. Opponent playing a 5-color deck, potentially. Okay, so we go Forest, Pop, Auto Pay, Antique Collector. Pretty good, pretty good. I like it. Antique Collector is actually insane. Okay, oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. So we got the Faceless Haven here, which is pretty good. A full swing might mean a block into the Kami the Bamboo Groves, which just goes back into our deck and gets us a thing here anyways. So I think it's a full swing. Try to surprise them with the Spring-Leaf and keep the Ulvenwald back. Okay. Okay. Surprise! Spring-Leaf. Tenacious Pup back to hand. 9 damage going through. And done. Oh, that comes to hand first. Or do we... No, we'll go ahead and decline. Bring it back to hand instead. Yeah. Just bringing it to the hand is better than sending it to the deck and getting a clue. I think, at least. Yeah, opponent has Key to the Archive this turn. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're gonna need to block something here. It's gonna be maybe Tenacious Pup first and then Ulvenwald. Oh my goodness, guys. A second Ulvenwald is insane. Insane. Right, so second Ulvenwald just tells me go Pup now. Get the Ulvenwald down for extra trample damage. And swing on in. They block the Spring-Leaf and take 8 potentially. Wow, and then second Ulvenwald right here. Opponent needs an answer for the cards on board, and then they also need an answer for next turn's Ulvenwald. So an instant answer as well. Ooh, they might find it. They might find it with... Oh, GG opponent. Holy cow, guys. What did I make, man? What did I make? I haven't won this much in ranked in a while. So it feels good, man. Feels good. 3 wins on the video so far. 80% total deck win rate with I had those 2 test matches before I started recording, and wow. Yeah, we're doing really well right now. Let's try to keep it up, right? I mean, we're overdue for a loss, but you never know. We might just have a crazy 100% win rate video, which is rare. Well, I guess more so rare when we're playing in ranked, right? Woo, that is a interesting hand, which I'm gonna keep actually. It's not terrible because of the double pack leader's potential to draw us a lot of cards. Comes out tapped. Tenacious Pup isn't bad because it gives us a turn 3 play here. Tenacious Pup into pack leader. Man, going first is huge here too. Jukai Naturalist. Could be bad. We could kill it now. I think we do. They gain 2. Yeah, that's much better. We can play this now. They're tapped out. That's much better than just going Tenacious Pup pack leader because like the Naturalist can just like pop off real early on. Okay, up against some runes. It's been a second since I've seen some runes because yeah, you don't see it often when you're playing normal play mode. Wow. The Spring-Leaf Avenger here. Holy cow. Also, we don't see Fable of the Mirror Breaker in rune decks often either. Maybe it's not even runes. Do they block? They don't. We're gonna get one of these down. I don't see a reason not to when we have all these cards in hand. Like they're down to 9 already, and we got an Ulvenwald from those draws. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow, this is super aggressive. Spring-Leaf Avenger, like, outperforming. For real. Antique Collector has been decent, too. Blizzard Brawl just showing that it's just one of the best removals. Easily. Easily one of the best removals in the game right now. Man, yeah, this deck is insane so far, though. I love it. I wasn't, like, when I was making it, I wasn't, like, thinking, oh, I'm gonna make a super competitive green ninja deck. I was just thinking, oh, this could be cool. I don't know, you never know. Like, decks need a whole lot of testing before you can officially say, oh yeah, this is competitive, right? Okay, Kami of Transients. They're gonna go for some blockers here. Maybe try to get it above the pack leader by playing a Naturalist this turn. Spirited Companion does buff the Kami of Transients to a 3/3. That could be enough to keep them in this for a little while longer, right? Because they could pop off next turn. They go for the treasure. Spirited Companion. Spirited Companion potentially holding up the hand here. Maybe. Is the draw off the pack leader worth a trade into the Kami of Transients? Probably. I mean, any trade into the Kami of Transients would be huge. Couple other pack leaders, and then the Surprise Oddity as well. We could always buff this, give it trample too. I think we swing. We save the Oddity as a surprise. Spirited Companion chumps the Spring-Leaf. Another Oddity. Man, the opponent's going to need some life gain probably after all that. Right, so yeah, I was going to say this is forced to block here. And if 3's going through, we don't want it to be 5 going through, I don't think. 3's fine, and then just dump cards onto the board. Do you guys agree with that? down to 6. We're going to go Tenacious Pup. Do we go, since this can, well, yeah, it's probably this. And then the collector here. Watch them just have board wipes. I wouldn't be surprised, man, but we have the oddities, and we have 2 oddities at that point. So collector is pretty good here. Even if they do wipe the board or something, we get a bunch of clues, and all of these can go back to our deck. Okay, so whatever was holding up with this treasure, which I don't know what they could be rocking there. Oh, they do have a March of the Burger King. That's interesting. They do have a March in the deck, so this is not your traditional Naya deck, which is pretty cool. Looks like Naya enchantments over the runes, which honestly I appreciate, and it looks like they're ranking up with it too, which is really neat. The problem here is, yeah, they need an answer. They need an answer because Ulvenwald slams onto that board so strong next turn, and it's probably going to be a full swing because they're probably going to be forced to block all of our bigger cards. We're going to draw a couple cards off the pack leaders. Like, this is just nasty, nasty value, and I love it. Holy cow. Man, we've been having so much fun with Neon Dynasty, and just yeah, Neon Dynasty's awesome, and the new Neon Dynasty Alchemy cards are really cool too. Now, if Wizards would just make it a little bit cheaper for everybody, right? I'll tell you what. Oh, the opponent has tons of cards here. It's still going to be Ulvenwald full swing. And just like, you know, this is a classic math is for blockers. Because they're at 6. We draw 2 cards, and we could get a ninjutsu ability here. We don't, but cards is cards, man, in the second Ulvenwald. So Kamiya Transients needs to consider taking out the Spring-Leaf Avenger or one of the pack leaders. Ulvenwald has trample, so they could take that 4 and then block everything else. Okay, they decide to take out the Ulvenwald. I would say pack leader would be a better option because of all the card draw we're getting every turn. Okay, so they chump the Spring-Leaf. There is still, what, 10 damage going through. They take out the pup. Remember, we get a clue for each of these that they kill. They chump one of the pack leaders and take 6 damage? They're thinking. Yeah, they obviously have to chump the other pack leader or take out the collector. So this is 2 damage to the face, and we lose 2 cards, and they keep 2 cards. So pretty good blocks from the opponent. Oh, this has trample. That's right. Oh, that's huge. All right, so yeah, so we take action and then drop the other pack leader because they're running out of steam, and they're running out of steam really fast. They're gonna get another chump blocker here, but they don't know about the other Ulvenwald. I'm pretty sure that was a full swing. I'm pretty sure that regardless, the opponent's staying in it though, which we just don't really know what they're playing now that, oh, a couple March of the Otherworldly Lights discarded. They have to have a board wipe in the deck that they're searching for, right? Something's up there. Showdown of the Scalds could be... No, they need more creatures. We are way too wide here. Okay. Land into Spirited Companion, and they get a 1/1 here. The problem is they're at 2. This pack leader has the trample from the Tenacious Pup. Wow, guys, there's just so much value. I really like the opponent's deck, though. It's a neat one. It's not your traditional Naya, which is awesome. They get their 1/1. Sorry guys, that was my phone going off. I'm gonna mute that now. Oh, we drew the Tenacious Pup that we sent back in. That's cool. We could actually save that back though and just drop the other oddity without the extra damage. Full swing, draw 3 cards. I think ooh, Blizzard Brawl would have been really good. All right, let's see what the opponents end up doing here. So, block the Spring-Leaf, right, with the oh no, they end up taking out the pack leader. It makes sense. They can chump the Spring-Leaf. So don't let the trample through. Oh yeah. We had plenty. Wait, they don't have lifelink, do they? No, they do not. Wow, guys. 4 matches in the video, 4 wins, 83 total win rate. I could see ranking up with this deck, honestly. The decks that we fought, it's not like they weren't good decks or anything, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. More testing required to see if it's truly competitive, but honestly, I think it might be, and I don't know, man. Let's go check out the deck again. Might be one of the best I've made out of Neon Dynasty so far. Wow. I don't think I would change anything. I don't think I would, but you know, if you don't have all the rares, you could totally go up a couple Tech-Wreckers. If you don't have the Mammoths, you could totally just rock more Forests, and you probably want 25 to 26 if you don't have the Mammoths, right? But maybe that's a tough decision. Because yeah, I don't think I would change anything. Spring-Leaf outperformed. This card is actually insane. 6 damage to the face as a surprise off of ninjutsu is insane. But then bouncing cards like Tenacious Pup is just so valuable. Collector was pretty cool here too. Yeah, this was an awesome one, guys. Holy cow. If you have the cards, give it a shot. If you don't have the cards, I mean, I think most people are going to advise that you stay away from alchemy until they change something, but I mean, are they gonna change anything? I don't know. I do hope so. I would love it to be cheaper for everyone. But yeah. Well, cheaper for me too, right? Guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you. Getting through the entire video helps the YouTube algorithm big time. So yeah, hey, thank you so much. And yeah, I'm overjoyed. If I wanted to rank up, I think I would use this deck right now. So yeah, have a great day wherever you are, guys, or have a great night, and I will see you in the next one.